If you were around 30 years ago, there was one team you may have dreamt of being part of, Team Green. But just how good was it? Let's ask a few people that know.
I remember my dad had got a phone call from Alec, right, just basically saying because of your success or your kid's success in the British Championship, and we want to offer him and my brother a contract, a deal, whereby you represent Kawasaki. So
you was in cadets then 3 years?
3 years cadets, 50cc, and then juniors.
That was when Alec called you.
Yeah.
So my recollection then of Team Green was obviously in the 80s, early 80s. Obviously I was related to Alec, so I was given or brought up with the respect and the discipline and everything else that Alec used with Team Green.
I came to Team Green later because I was actually a mechanic in for a guy riding a Honda. The thing I first noticed was the fact that your mechanics are no less important than the riders. Everybody is part of the team.
Yeah.
Every session we went out, we had to wear clean kit. Even if it wasn't that dirty, we just wear a clean set of kit. The van was stickered and logoed up. We had the jet washer, we had the awning, and Honda followed, Suzuki followed, Yamaha followed, and they all had their youth teams. And that was all started from Alec and the whole vision of Team Green. And
back in the early 70s, there were no Kawasaki's. It was all Suzuki's, and every grid you looked at was just yellow, a sea of yellow. And then mid-80s, it was a sea of green, wasn't it?
Everybody wanted to be a Team Green rider. That's what I remember. Being a kid, you've got this deal. I was a factory rider, even though our bikes were completely standard.
The road race thing came along in '88, and Alec talked me into joining the road race team. So we had Roger Hurst, Ray Swan, Mark Farmer, and then John Reynolds, who obviously went on to be probably one of the most popular and successful Team Green riders on the road race circuit.
The route to race has always been at its heart, back in the 80s and now in 2016. Team Green is back. So where does it all start? How can you get into motorcycle sport, and more importantly, Team Green? On our look at the route to race with Team Green, we've already seen how Kawasaki are actively searching for young motocross riders.
Well, I'm here today at Wild Tracks, visiting our latest addition to the Kawasaki Experience Partner List, MX Tryouts, and I'm here to see, hopefully, some future Team Green riders in the making. Well, today we've brought with us Lottie Trenchard. Now, Lottie is 7 years old. She rides for the Tigers display team, and up until this point she's been using an automatic bike. But Lottie has ambitions to be a Lee Bowers, and her next stage of career with the Tigers is to actually jump through the flames. But in order to do that, she's got to have a geared motorcycle. So Lottie is now the proud owner of a Kawasaki KX65, and we've come along with Lottie to get some expert tuition and for Lottie to learn how to ride now with gears.
I'm Dan Parker, I'm the manager of MX Tryout. I provide a service to introduce new riders from the age of 7 to the sport of motocross. So they come as a beginner with the hope that after a few sessions with us we can take them through to gold level, where I would say that I'm happy for a parent to go off, buy a bike and ride at any practice circuit.
Now I'm joined by Jeff Perrett, team manager of Team Green Youth Riders. Jeff, what do you look for in a rider?
Well, most notably we look for raw talent, and actually how their skill level, their skill set That's obviously key. And then after that, you know, it's just really their attitude towards everything, you know, how they conduct themselves, their hunger, you know, the whole package.
So if there are some young riders at home thinking, I really want to pursue a career in racing, how do they get seen?
Well, initially, I obviously got to get a motorcycle, get riding at a local club, and then just work their way up through the ranks. We go to a lot of national events. I try to get to a lot of regional events as well, because, you know, there might be a young kid that's got a load of talent, but is not maybe got the resources to go to a national level yet, because obviously it takes a lot of money and effort from the parents as well. So we look at that. But that's the real thing, is to just work your way up and then get to a national level where, you know, where all the major sponsors are and more of the industry are at those big events, and just get yourself seen, as I said, by conducting yourself well, putting the work in, having a good work ethic, and that's how we do it.
So fantastic news, and a great move by Kawasaki to, if you like, reinvent Team Green. I was lucky enough to be involved in racing and riding myself in the years where Team Green was a real force to be reckoned with. Back then, one of the things it provided was a real stepping stone, a ladder for riders on and with using the Kawasaki brand to progress throughout the British Championships and something to aspire to. And I think being part of that, a big part of that, moving forward into 2016, where we see the racing activities unite in terms of road racing and motocross and off-road racing, is going to be fantastic for everybody involved.
We've been with Kawasaki since 2005. We started racing Kawasaki's then. It's a great manufacturer to be with. Really enjoy that family relationship, as we are really pretty much a family-run team. Remember Team Green back in the 90s, and now to be part of it is really good for us. Team Green are a ladder for the progression for riders. I mean, you know, they can start with the super stock and then move forward into super sport, straight up to superbike.
Success stories from the series, there are two really. The first one is the product. We couldn't run a series like the Team Green Junior Cup without a product as high quality as the 300. It's been a bulletproof product for every rider that's been in the series from the start. And that, coupled with Kawasaki's support, of course. And of course the real success story was the original winner of the series in 2012, Mason Law, who's gone on to win Junior Superstock this year. And goes on to Supersport next season at BSB. So we're delighted that our strategy is working, and Mason Law is the embodiment of that.
Being part of Team Green has been very beneficial for me on the road racing side. I did motocross up until 2011. My last year was on a Kawasaki 250, and I then moved over to be on the Kawasaki Ninja 250, the new cup they started, and everyone at Kawasaki have been a great help for me. They've really helped me come through the ranks. Won my championship in 2012 on the Ninja, and then progressed up to the ZX6R, and that's where we are now.
So we're really excited to be part of Team Green for 2016. We've worked very closely with Kawasaki this year and in previous years to bring on new riders. So we're really excited to be part of this Team Green for next year. We're looking to bring on some new riders and develop people to bring them ultimately into Superbike and beyond. So hopefully with their close support and being part of Team Green for 2016, we should look forward to greater and better things.
Mark Spiller, as Marketing Brand Development Manager at Kawasaki UK, could you just explain a bit to us about Team Green?
Of course I can, Jack. What we've done is taken the opportunity to be here at Motorcycle Live 2015 to actually relaunch Team Green. Team Green, as you know, encompasses the off-road activities of Kawasaki Motors UK Racing and also the road activities. And today is the grand launch with, you know, the 24 riders and management team here on the stand, and also as a bit of fun and some entertainment for the fans and followers of Team Green, we've put on the Team Green Inaugural Cup, which you've been commentating on, and it's been a great laugh. And in a little while, we've got the final to look forward to.
Youngest member of Team Green, the new launched Team Green. This is Lottie Trenchard. Do you think you could go over there and give us a little demonstration over in that little arena?
Yeah.
You like to do that? Lottie Trenchard, ladies and gentlemen, the youngest of the Team Green ambassadors.
Howard Dale, as the kind of managing director of Kawasaki UK, you must hold quite a lot of responsibility for the return to tarmac racing of Team Green.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's something we've wanted to do for a while. Team Green used to encompass tarmac and off-road going back a few years, certainly in the 90s, and you remember John Reynolds winning the BSB title in 92. For us, it kind of morphed into off-road or more off-road, because after that victory in 92, we actually officially pulled out of racing on tarmac for a while and put more support into customer ownership events like Riders Club and stuff like that. So for a while it suited us to be off-road only, but as we've come back, as you may have noticed, Jack, into tarmac racing, quite successfully, we've now got a fantastic infrastructure, so it's the right time to put that umbrella over all of our racing activity again.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the semi-final. They had heats yesterday afternoon. This is the semi-final of the Team Green inaugural cup, and there are 6 riders involved. We're going to be whittling them down to 2 riders at the end of the semi-final stage. Look, we've got 2 young men here who are teenage stars of the Kawasaki Team Green motocross teams. We've got Rhys Desoa, who's all of 19 years old, and then we've got the much more English sounding Lewis Hall. This is one of the runs. It's not planned. 10.611. Wow! Rhys Desoa has just gone fastest on his last lap. Howard Dale here is the Managing Director of Kawasaki UK. Howard, if you could do the honours, please. Rhys Desoa, ladies and gentlemen, our winner by 400ths of a second. And then in second place, a marginally smaller cup for Lewis Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, these guys had been through heats and semi-finals to get this far.